So somehow this story has completely slipped my radar, but thanks to someone who follows me, they let me know about this article, and I'm going to be covering this now because this is kind of an interesting article. So let's go ahead and get into this. Christopher Lloyd would be happy to return for Back to the Future 4, but there is a catch to this. So Back to the Future star Christopher Lloyd would be happy to return for a part 4, but the Doc Brown actor says a third sequel should have a topical message, which automatically raises a red flag, doesn't it? Because we all know exactly what that means when it comes to Hollywood. I think somehow it needs to kind of convey a message about something that's important to everyone universally, like climate change. Some way of incorporating whatever fever is going on at the moment into the film and keep the feeling of 1, 2, and 3, Lloyd said at Niagara Falls Comic-Con. That's a tricky deal because you don't want to do another one and disappoint. So I don't know. I'd be happy to for myself, but we'll see. So I kind of have a couple of different thoughts on this. The first thought is I kind of understand what he's talking about here, where he wants to have a universal, something that's important to everyone universally, but there really is no such thing. There really is no such thing with having something that is universally important to everyone or something that universally everyone is going to care about. Not even climate change, unfortunately, is something that everyone cares about. And I think that using that as the plot device or the crutch of your movie might not be the best choice. So on top of that, I also just want to say that I don't think that that automatically saying this should be the priority of what the movie's about, that this should be the most important thing about the movie, is also a very good stance to take as well. I think somehow it needs to kind of convey a message about something that's important to everyone universally, like climate change. So that's pretty much the only thing that's really important to him. It's not about the story. It's not about the characters. It is about the message. What are you going to be saying with your movie? Because we're at the point now where Hollywood, that is the most important thing to Hollywood, is saying some sort of message in their movies, giving some sort of agenda or something like that. That is the most important thing to Hollywood at this point with their movies, and that is not good. But that is where we're at right now with Hollywood, and this is just another sign of that. It isn't about the storytelling. It isn't about characters anymore. That has been thrown out the window when it comes to Hollywood. They don't care about telling a good story anymore. They don't care about, having good characters. That's a tricky deal because you don't want to do another one and disappoint. So I don't know. I'd be happy to for myself, but we'll see. So, obviously it's not in the works or anything. Obviously, at this point, Back to the Future 4 is not going to be a thing. But if it is, then they should just focus on telling an interesting continuation of the story for the characters. They should not make the priority centered around a type of message or anything, That is just something that they should not do. Sure, you can have some sort of theme in the movie. You can have some sort of setting in the movie. Maybe the setting is like, I don't know, somewhere where it's in the, in the far future or something, and maybe climate change has really changed everything in a big way. That should just be simply the setting of the movie. Don't preach to us with that. Don't try to force that into the movie as some sort of agenda or message, because that will not go over very well for you in this movie. And I'm someone who is, sensitive to the whole climate change issue and stuff. I'm probably not as knowledgeable about everything about it as I should be, but at the same time, I do care about our environment, obviously, and I care about our climate. But at the same time, that should never be what the driving point of your movie should be. So that is just kind of my caution about that, my criticism about that. And I guess we'll just have to wait and see. It's not going to be happening at this point. It looks like Back to the Future 4, but you never know. But this is just something that just goes to show that this is where Hollywood's at right now. Their mentality is about the topical messages or the topics or, their agendas. It is not about storytelling. And that is a huge issue that Hollywood is dealing with right now. And this is why we're going to continue to call them out about it, because this is not what we want. When we go to the theaters, we do not want to be preached at by the normal things that we deal with in our everyday life. We want to get away from all of that nonsense. So, with that being said, let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this article? What do you think about what Christopher Lloyd is saying here? Let me know in the comments below what you think, and I will talk to you all very soon in another video. Talk to you later. Bye.
Hey everyone, it's Jeremy from geeksandgamers.com, and if you're a fan of Geeks and Gamers, please go to our website, visit our merchandise store. We have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, beanies, tank tops, and in the very near future, we're going to have many more products for you to choose from. So thank you for the support. We appreciate it. And we will talk to you later.